Some people consider this to be the worst professional wrestling match of all time. Sharmell versus Jenna Morasca. This took place at TNA Victory Road 2009, and this was during a time period where TNA was transitioning from decent entertainment into a steaming pile of garbage. Sharmell has a person named Sojourner Bolt in her corner, and Jenna Morasca has Awesome Kong in her corner. As if any of that actually matters. Now, if anybody had any common sense in TNA, they would have done Awesome Kong versus Sojourner Bolt on the pay-per-view that people are paying for, not two people who can't wrestle at all with Sharmell and Jenna Morasca. And you could have had Sharmell and Jenna in their respective corners as the actual wrestlers wrestle. But no, that's not what they did here. As they make their entrances, you can already tell we're in for some trouble because Sharmell comes to the ring wearing a blue gown like she's in the Miss America pageant, and Jenna Morasca comes to the ring wearing almost next to nothing, and she gets in the ring in a very provocative fashion, and the camera zooms in on her private parts so that everyone can enjoy that, and Sharmell is disgusted by this. By the way, the referee for this match is Earl Hebner, which is hilarious. This is a guy who's refereed Rock versus Austin at WrestleMania, and now he's refereeing this. The beginning of the match is mostly Sharmell knocking Jenna Morasca down over and over and over again, and Jenna just crawling around like she can't do anything, because she can't. Sharmell locks in a camel clutch on Jenna Morasca, and she holds it for like 10 seconds and lets it go. Now, why would she do that? She could have just held on, and eventually Jenna would have passed out because she doesn't know how to wrestle. She could have won the match that way. Makes no sense. Jenna Morasca's first major offensive move was hitting the ropes, both of them. This is a six-sided ring, but she goes back and forth. She can barely hit the ropes. She can't run the ropes. And then she does the weakest looking crossbody you'll ever see because she can barely get off the ground. She can't jump. At one point, Jenna Morasca attacks Sharmell by slapping her with the weakest slaps you will ever see in a wrestling ring. The people start booing, and actually they've been booing throughout the match, but honestly, this crowd is a lot more respectful than a WWE crowd would have been. So credit to the crowd. You can see that some fans in the crowd, actually a lot of fans, are embarrassed to be there. TNA definitely lost a lot of fans on this night. Not that they had a lot of fans at this point to begin with. So the finish of this match, if you can call it a match, comes when Awesome Kong punches Sharmell in the face, but she barely even touches her. It doesn't even look like a punch. It looks so fake. And then Sharmell acts like she's knocked out. And then Jenna pins her by sitting on her in a very, I guess, what she was trying to do is make it like look really sexy, but it was like real awkward. And pins her 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of the match. After the match, Jenna wants Awesome Kong to put her on her shoulders and carry her around so that, you know, she can celebrate her win. Awesome Kong does it once. Jenna wants her to do it again. Awesome Kong says, "You're not paying me enough to do that." Jenna slaps Awesome Kong across the face. Awesome Kong throws Jenna to the mat. Awesome Kong does a big splash on her and then walks away. And that's the end of this embarrassing segment that should have never been on a pay-per-view. Whoever was running TNA at the time is crazy. And I would give this match a 0 out of 5. It's terrible. Don't even waste your time watching it. It's just an embarrassment to professional wrestling. And by the way, if you don't know who Jenna Morasca is, she was apparently a participant on the reality show Survivor.